Have you heard about glass suddenly breaking out in Singapore shopping malls and homes? You might be wondering why this is happening so often nowadays, and if it is safe to continue shopping in our favorite shopping malls, and if the glass in our homes are safe. In this video, I will explain why this is happening and what we can do for our homes and office environment alike. The shuttered glass panels are not just ordinary glass. They are designed to be super strong, but this is also the reason why they sometimes shattered. By understanding the reasons and knowing the options available in the market, we can make a better choice when choosing the type of glass finishing for our workplace and our homes. On videos and social media, it might seem like that tempered glass is exploding by itself, or you may think that the glass is of a lousy quality. But this is not true. This kind of breakage has a name. It's called spontaneous glass breakage. It is a bit like a time bomb inside the glass. But who planted this time bomb?
Hi everyone, my name is Zen, and I have been in this design and build industry for over 13 years now, working with over 170 homeowners and office tenants across Singapore to transform their space. Personally, I have moved house 7 times and had first-hand experience the excitement, the stress, and the challenges of doing a new house for a family of 5 in Singapore. In this channel, I would like to share what I pick up and learn along my journey. This channel is all about documenting and sharing what I have learned in my journey. I get to work with great customers, and I want to share the useful tips and strategies that I have learned throughout this journey.
The culprit which causes this time bomb is nickel sulfide impurities. If you are a science chemistry geek, this is the chemical formula. The main cause of this is when the nickel sulfide impurities stays inside the glass during the tempering process. These impurities are super small and you can't even see this through the glass, but they can cause big problems. The nickel sulfide can change size over time. This change creates stress in the glass, and eventually, if the glass is too much, it explodes and the whole glass shatters. It's like blowing up a balloon until it pops up. Now that we understand why the tempered glass explodes, we discuss why it is getting common nowadays. There are a couple of possible reasons. First, there is a strong preference to using glass in modern architecture buildings. Second, the cost of manufacturing glass has come down significantly. Therefore, with a huge increase in glass usage, it just means that the higher percentage of glass that are exploding. And third, social media helps spread the news of glass breakage faster. So when the glass breakage breaks, lots of people will hear about it quickly. When glass breaks, is it very, very dangerous? The good news is that it is generally safe when the tempered glass breaks. The reason is shattered pieces of glass are designed to break into rounded pieces. Unlike when a non-tempered glass breaks, it breaks into sharp edges. So the reason why there is often news media report on spontaneous glass breakage is because it breaks apart very loudly and in public places. So you may be wondering why use tempered glass if they are prone to spontaneous glass breakage. An analogy I come before on the internet can say this: tempered glass is like a superhero. It is 4 times stronger than a regular glass, but when it breaks, it explodes into pieces. Laminated tempered glass is when it's like a superhero wearing an armor. So with the knowledge that tempered glass is much stronger than a regular glass, let's look at ways to reduce the risk of tempered glass exploding in our everyday uses. There are 2 angles looking at this. And the first is to treat the glass before they are on site. And the second, which we can do to existing glass that we will have in our homes and office. I shall share the second angle more at the end of this video. And as prevention is better than cure, let's look into reducing the chance of spontaneous glass breakage even before the glass is installed on site. Generally, there are 2 ways to reduce the spontaneous glass breakage before the glass are installed on site. One method is by heat soaking the tempered glass, and the second method is by using a laminated tempered glass. So for the first method, heat soak glass, this process heats the glass up to make any problematic nickel sulfide particles break early in the factory. Meaning to say, the tempered glass with a higher percentage of nickel sulfide will break before it leaves the factory. Therefore, it reduces the risk of breakage later on after the installation. The second method is by using the tempered laminated glass. This process is when 2 pieces of tempered glass are bonded together by a thin film in the middle. This process is carried out in the factory before installation on site. Of course, the tempered glass might still explode. In the event of the spontaneous glass breakage, at least 99% of the shattered glass are still held together by the film. This prevents the shattered pieces from injuring anyone nearby. Now, these are just two of the many choices we can make when planning for glass usage. What are some glass usage that we can choose from that affects our homes and office? And therefore, in the home environment, how do we protect our families and ourselves from spontaneous glass breakage? First, you can consider using a tempered laminae for your bathroom shower screens, your balcony, your sliding door. The thickness plays a part, but it's not in our discussion for here now. For the cabinet glass display and glass doors, unless you have a special request to your contractor, they are usually in float glass, which don't suffer from spontaneous breakage like tempered glass do. Some sliding doors, like the ones at the kitchen entrance and the balconies, are usually in tempered glass. Or you can consult your ID or contractor, and if replacing them to a tempered laminae glass is feasible. But what if replacing the existing glass panel in our homes and office is too troublesome or costly? You can consider installing a layer of safety glass film onto the tempered glass. In the event of spontaneous shattered glass, the safety film acts as a layer of sticker to hold onto the small pieces of glass. This reduces the chance of flying glass littered all around the floor. Now that we have discussed 3 ways of reducing spontaneous glass breakage in our homes and office, I shall also share 3 fun facts about glass. Number 1, glass is actually a very old material dated thousands of years ago. And 2, do you know that glass is 100% recyclable? So we can consider we are green if we use a lot of glass in our office and homes. And 3rd, glass can be stronger than steel. Think of bulletproof windscreen in the cars. Now that we understand a bit more on glass, its limitation and the history, it can be assumed that spontaneous glass breakage is rare compared to the vast amount of glass we use in our modern society. And in Singapore, our BCA has very strict rules on the glass quality and their usage in the public places. I hope you have a better understanding on glass. And lastly, if you enjoy what you have seen, do give us a like and consider looking at this other video when we talk about renovation project in Singapore. Thank you. And this is a sample of the tempered glass that I get from my supplier. You can see probably the edges from the edge. You can see 2 layers of glass is bonded by a thin layer of film. Like this. Okay.